Freaking Wizards. I can't tell you how annoyed I am that I have to make this freaking video. It's absolute bullshit that now I have to ruin my perfect record of doing nothing but ass blasting Wizards and give them some kudos. I can feel my stomach ulcer flaring up. I've already had about 12 Tums and I just feel sick about it. Well, if you're going to ass blast Wizards of the Coast as a part-time job, then you absolutely have to give credit where credit is due. Otherwise, you're just a dick. You're just someone that hates on Wizards of the Coast nonstop, but I'm not that guy. I love Magic the Gathering. It's as big a part of my life as anything. And there's two decisions this week two pieces of news I wanted to cover that I have to give Wizards of the Coast credit for. First, Jace's signature spellbook. Now, before you freak out and say it should have had Jace the Mind Sculptor in it and the advertising is a bit misleading, we agree. Okay? We agree that while this product could have been significantly better, in my opinion, maybe adding Mystical Tutor or something like that. Or not Mystical Tutor, but replacing, something with, like, negate with something a little better, or Gifts Ungiven. But the fact of the matter is, this product isn't for everyone. It's for a small section of the customers. And the $20 price tag is fine. Some people will see it this is just my opinion. I'm interested to hear yours in the comment section down below. I was talking to Tara from Magical Tabletop Girls, and she said, it's essentially a $20 booster pack and that she's not a big fan of that, which I understand completely. I understand feeling that way. However, I guess the reason I support this product's existence is it's WPN exclusive, and I will basically by default support anything that's WPN exclusive in current year. They have been getting absolutely pummeled by Wizards whoring out their product like Unstable and Masters 25 into Walmart and Target. Finally, they get a little something. Now, I get having to replace From the Vault. I think From the Vault ran its course, and I also think when they made it too good, we ran into problems as consumers with the secondary market interfering a little bit, with some local game stores getting a little greedy. I get it. But WPN exclusive products need to get better, and the number of them need to increase. So, from that perspective, I have to be in favor of the signature spellbook. Now, the local game store cost is like $12 or something like that. They're going to sell it for $20 or maybe $25. It's fine. This is not appealing to me. I'm not a fan of the lottery. So there is one little sneaky thing, but that's just good marketing. Look, this could have been all foil for $20, and that's fine. The fact that they made one random one foil does create a little bit of value with cards, not necessarily like Jace Beleren, but Blue Elemental Blast, Counterspell. A lot of these cards are played in many formats, Mystical Tutor, and people will buy. To be honest with you, this foil Brainstorm will be worth some money, in my opinion. So it's not a bad product. The Brainstorm in foil will be solid. Mystical Tutor in foil will be solid. It's all going to depend if Wizards of the Coast prints us into oblivion, but there will absolutely be people who go into the local game store and just want a play set of all of these for their various decks, and they're going to buy 4 of these. They're going to get them for about $100, $80 to $100, and the local game store is going to make a whopping $20 on it. But they're in the store, and I am exclusively in favor of anything that puts butts in local game stores in today's era. Certainly, if you don't have a local game store near you, these will be plentiful online, as we always saw with From the Vault. So the argument that, well, I don't have a local game store near me is kind of long been defunct. Every possible From the Vault has always been widely available on eBay and Amazon at release, and this will be no different. So while I think it's fair to nitpick individual cards, if the card stock is fixed with this, I will give this product an A+. And to be honest, it might even, depending on print runs, might be worth something picking up and just holding on to, because this will be, unless they print these card frames, these will be highly collectible. People who play these cards in their decks might want these card frames. Now, maybe some won't, but certainly foil versions of things like the Counterspell or Brainstorm or Blue Elemental Blast, I think will be desirable. So I have to give credit to Wizards where credit is due. Now, the other thing that I annoyingly have to give them credit for is simply, hey friends, instead of an annoying ad from some corporation, you get an annoying ad from me. The most reliable tool this channel has to continue to grow, to improve production quality, cover new games, travel, and cover events like Gen Con, and in general, really stay up to date and stay current, is the people who decide to back on Maker Support. Maker Support is basically just like Patreon, but it takes fewer fees from creators. I'm not going to cry on camera. I'm not going to tell you that I need this money to pay for my mortgage or baby formula. What I am going to say, though, is that 100% of funding that comes from Maker Support goes directly into covering the games, covering the cost of games like you see behind me. Everything that goes into producing videos is paid for exclusively out of Maker Support. I put 100% of what goes in back into the channel. You've seen upgrades with the set. You've seen audio upgrades. I continue to want to push that. And look, I don't have any delusions of quitting my job and living off of hipster welfare. But what I do have dreams of is having enough funds to actually travel around more and cover more events, be able to attend things like HasCon and Gen Con and E3 and GDC and Comic-Con as an independent reporter, as somebody who isn't getting free plane tickets out there like some of my peers. And look, I totally get it. This isn't for everyone, and I entirely appreciate that. And not everyone is in a position to back. But if you are, I hope you'll consider pausing this video and following the link in the description and investing in someone who has a track record of putting that investment back to work for all of you. I'm so thankful for all of you and for our many years together here on YouTube, and I look to take things to a whole new level again in 2018. Now we'll get back to the video. Getting more people into the local game store again. If you go back and watch my video where I talked about local game stores dying and how we can save them, this is specifically something I mentioned. They are letting local game stores sell the box a week early. And this is WPN exclusive. Now, I don't know how this is going to affect stores like, mega toilet stores like Sports and More. But for your local game store, being able to get it here first, and this is pickup only as far as I understand, pre-ordering your box, if your local game store is doing something right and they're offering you a competitive price, I think you're going to get a ton of people coming into pre-release, because now they can pick up their box that night and they can play in pre-release unless they're banned for life with no possibility of appeal. This is great for the game. And, say what you want about the promo. I know in the past they've had some issues with basically one-of-a-kind promos that are not available in any booster packs. Dragon Con, what was that, 94 or something like that? It's like a $2 card now. And this card, it's a legendary creature, so I guess if people want to play Minotaur EDH, that could be an issue as a commander. Let me know what you think about this as a commander. Giving this is probably a pretty spicy card, but I don't care. Look, I don't care because local game stores need this help. I hope Wizards of the Coast continues. I hope they continue to go down this road. Now, don't worry. I'm not getting soft. In fact, there's plenty of things to complain about. In fact, friend of the channel, Vera from Dark Titan Enterprises, put out a video today I think is pretty good. I'm going to link it in the description below, talking about the effect of Barnes & Noble and stuff like that, selling our product, this product, fat packs at below cost. I'm going to maybe put a little clip in here. I think you should go watch that.
We can't go to Barnes & Nobles and in their little coffee shop area play Magic the Gathering. Like Walmart, you can't go to their freaking Subway and you can't play in their freaking Subway. There's no game tournaments, there's no $5 entry, it doesn't work that way, and it's not supposed to work that way. That's why LGSs are a thing. So it needs to either be stores like this can sell it and it's the Wild West, or it's only LGSs selling product like this. And I know why they're doing this, I know why they're selling it at these places, and that's called corporate greed.
I'm going to try to highlight more creators as I can because I know what it's like to start out, and it's not easy. So overall, you've got to give credit where credit is due, and I think if Wizards of the Coast, please, Papa Wizards, please fix the print stock, the card stock, please. I would love to stop complaining about that. I would love to stop complaining about the ink running and the ink blots and the cards warping. Can we just, and I know you can do this, just do that in 2018. If you give the local game stores more WPN exclusive products and you fix the card stock, it's going to be a solid year for Magic. If you continue to go down the toilet, or if this is the last of your good decisions for the year, well then prepare that ass, because it's going to keep getting blasted.